Hello, everyone, and greetings, and welcome to day 77 of Deepening the Silence, our new sessions of 21 days, which started on started in July. We are so glad that you're with us, and I'm Sylvia. I have met some of you. You've seen me a little bit before, perhaps. I live in the Blue Ridge Mountains area of Virginia, and I've been meditating since 2001. For those of you out there, if some of you are brand new, or if you've missed any classes, don't worry, because our website has all the recordings that you'll need. And actually, after this program today, which is a workshop program, after the guided meditation, after the foot soak, there'll be breakout rooms where you can have one-on-one interactions with experienced Sahaja Yoga teachers and who will catch you up. So one of the new goals of our 21 days sessions is to really have extended periods of silence, hence the name of this particular session, Deepening the Silence. So we'll work on sustaining those longer periods today. On Thursday, we delved into the topic of enlightened faith with two beautiful presenters, and we got really deep and long meditations. Today, our topic is practicing Sahaja Yoga every day. So today's meditation will include some tips, some techniques, some practicals on that, as well as foot soak and meditation. And after that, we will have a talk of Shri Mataji, another very short stretch of silence, and then we can choose to go into our workshops. So our beautiful tech team is already working on all of that. So we do start every session with a foot soak, and hopefully everyone has all those materials together. So we will begin by just sitting here quietly for just a moment before we put our feet in the water, even before we raise our inner energy. Let's just close our eyes. Take a few breaths. Very nice. This is our time, and we are establishing ourselves in this moment. So let's bring our attention to the base of our spine, which is the home of our mother energy. We can also call as Mother Kundalini. And further relax our lower abdomen, relax our hips, and in expectation of getting into a beautiful cooperation with this inner energy, let's bring our two hands together in front of our chest. We can bow our heads. Namaste. And now let's raise our Kundalini. As we know, the left hand comes up, the right hand goes around it. At the top of the head, we take a knot the first time. Let's do it again. Our attention on the rising energy within, the mothering energy. Knot again. And third time. And we can look up as we take 3 knots. Helps to clear this chakra. And let's take the bandhan. Left hand open, right hand starting at left hip. We make an archway of protection over us. Over and back again is 1. And we repeat a total of 7 times. For our 7 energy centers. Now that we've done that, I'd like to just discuss a little bit with you Sahaja Yoga in your everyday life. So it starts with when we wake up in the morning. A wonderful thing to do before your feet even touch the floor, or when they touch the floor, is raise your inner energy and take a bandhan, even before you touch the floor. Then perhaps you'll need to have your breakfast, but 5 minutes of meditation in the morning and 5 minutes of meditation along with a foot soak at night is invaluable to keeping our inner energy flowing, nourishing us, moving into all of our channels, opening our chakras, our energy centers, so that our meditations are more deep, our silences are more deep, and we're more connected to the guidance that we get. Through our day, we can also take several mantras. Today, we'll demonstrate those as we go through the meditation. So those will be practically demonstrated on screen as well. When we sit down to meditate, we can try sitting with a photograph of Shri Mataji. When I started Sahaja Yoga practice in 2001, I immediately had a photograph of Shri Mataji. And every morning and every night, at least 5 or 10 minutes, I would sit there with my hands open in front of that photograph. And what it showed me was that I could feel so much peace, and I had like a meditation partner. If there were days when I was away from my home and I didn't have a photograph, I still meditated, but I could feel the difference without that photo. Please try that too and see for yourself. On the website, there are 2 different kinds of photographs that you can download and have printed. Put it in a nice frame and put it in a space that you can use to deepen your practice every day, to help it mean more to you, so that actually what happens is your inner energy feels those vibrations and responds to your sincerity. So with that, let's go ahead now. We have our foot soak things. So we're going to take our foot soak. And before we put our feet in the water, we'll take the mantra. Many of us hear the mantra, but we perhaps don't exactly know the words. So we have a slide today to help us with that. What we're going to do is hold our left hand open and with our right hand, so left side receives and right side gives. So let's give a bandhan clockwise to our foot soak water, and we'll take this mantra to the foot soak water to awaken the divine qualities of the ocean, which draws out negativity. So please say with me, Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Great. Let's put our feet in the water. And now we can keep our eyes open for a moment if we like. This we do attract just as we absorb negativity in other places in our body during the day. We can through our eyes. So we have the choice of keeping our eyes open until we feel that even the eyes are ready to close. So there's not, we become our own guru the more we meditate. So rather than have some edict forced on us from the outside, we take our own inner counsel and see how we feel. And that actually brings us deeper into ourselves to do that. So just close your eyes when you're ready. Allow your head to bow forward a little bit. And allow yourself to feel the inner energy rise from the sacrum bone to the fontanelle at the top of our head. This gives us, when this breakthrough happens at the top of our head, our yoga, our union, our meditative state. But let's say in the process, perhaps we're feeling some obstacles. It's a very good idea to memorize the next mantra, the mantra to Shri Ganesha. As we know, this is the aspect of divine that sits on our first chakra. It also represents the carbon atom within us, which is in every cell of our being. So when we praise the Ganesh principle, which is innocence and wisdom, through the mantra, it helps to remove all the obstacles in our subtle system. We can say it once, twice, or 3 times, again, being our own guru, our own master, to see how it feels. Because Ganesh mantra helps to clear particularly the left channel, keep your left hand open on your lap. Bring the right hand down towards the floor. Let's take a breath. We'll say the mantra, and then we'll just indulge into silence, feeling the effect of the mantra for a few moments afterwards. Breath. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Ganesha Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. You feel the left side has become more clear. We can put our right hand on our lap also. Keep both hands open. And just feel our state. Now, let's say we might be feeling that our thoughts are too much. We clear the right side because that's the channel of thoughts and actions. But if we're not feeling thoughts, then we don't need to clear right channel every time. Again, we become our own master, but use the techniques that we have to clear us and achieve our goal. So right now, for those of us who might feel the need to clear right channel, let's keep our right hand open, bend our left elbow, and let our left hand be to the sky, looking at the wall behind us. Mother Energy, please cool down my right channel. Right channel often clears much faster than the left. So let's now just sit quietly for a moment. We can bring our left hand down. Enjoy the balance of the two sides, the two channels. So let's say we're feeling rather balanced, but the mind is still not quiet. Today we're going to learn one more mantra. This mantra means thoughtless awareness. Nirvichar samadhi. Nirvichar means without thought. So we can take our right hand across our forehead if we're thinking too much. If not, we can just learn the mantra and say it. Let's say it together. Tvameva sakshat Shri Nirvichara Samadhi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now let's bring our hand above the top of our head and just allow our attention to come higher. Let's raise the hand just a little higher and allow our attention to rise. Now we can put our hand down again, both hands open on the lap, and just enjoy a few moments more of silence. You can ask inside, please give me thoughtless awareness, oh Mother Energy. Now, keeping our attention on that state of thoughtlessness, let's rinse our feet. And dry off our feet if needed. And just put the foot soak bucket to the side. It can be emptied later. We'll be listening to now the talk of Shri Mataji, where we'll get lots and lots of vibrations. So let's try to keep our attention up here so we can absorb the most.
This is the truth, that you are the spirit, not this body, not this mind, not this ego, not these conditionings, but you are pure spirit. The second truth is that there is an all-pervading power of divine love, which does all the living work. We take these flowers for granted. We take the life for granted. We take our being for granted. We never even think how we have been made, how we have become human beings. This power, which is doing all the living work, is the one which we call as the power of God's love, or the power of the Holy Ghost, or you can say the Brahma Chaitanya. In the Quran is described as Ruh. Unless and until you become the spirit, you cannot know the absolute truth. This is the reason why there are problems, why we are quarreling, why there are discussions. But once you become the spirit, spirit in every human being has the same truth which is absolute. Apart from that, this spirit which manifests in your attention makes your attention active. It acts and acts for the benevolence of your being and for the benevolence of the human race, entire human race. Today we are facing all kinds of problems and we do not understand why we are here. We are here to enter into the kingdom of God. It's the easiest thing to do is to enter into the kingdom of God, but we do not know that He Himself is so anxious that we should enter into His kingdom and enjoy the bliss of His love. When I say all these things, you may start doubting that how can it be? How can it happen? Also, you can doubt about this mechanism, this beautiful mechanism, which is built within us since the creation in our different stages of evolution. But I would suggest that you should have a very scientific outlook. You should keep your mind open. Some people say there is no God. I think this is extremely unscientific to say, because you must first find out there is God or not, where there is this divine power or not, or also if there is a higher awareness for us or not. Without that, how can you just deny something in which you have not made any inquiry or research? So, when we become the spirit, our attention becomes, as I said, active, knowledgeable. That is, our central nervous system gets a new awareness in it, a new dimension that we call as collective consciousness. It's described by Jung. Thank God he has described it. Though he was a scientist, he has described that at a higher awareness we'll become collectively conscious. Means we'll be conscious about ourselves, no doubt. We'll have self-knowledge. We'll know all about our centers. But we'll also know the centers of others. We'll know them in their subtle being, not how they look, how they dress up, not these external things. But internally, we'll know what's their problem, what are their centers. We can feel them on our central nervous system. We can feel them on our fingertips. Muhammad Sahib has described that at the time of your resurrection, at the time of Qiyamah, your hands will speak and will give witness against you. Means they'll tell you what's wrong with you. You will know this is wrong, that is wrong. And once you know how to correct it, once you know how to correct the exhaustion of these centers, then you can completely get cured of malfunctioning of these centers. For example, the centers are like this left and right. He has told you already there are two sympathetic nervous systems, and they form the center in this spinal cord like this, which is actually the parasympathetic nervous system. Now when you start using this power too much to the right or to the left, you see the constriction takes place, and there's a very little energy left in these chakras, in these centers. But sometimes it so happens with a shock, it may just break. When it breaks, then you lose your contact with your central nervous system. Then you are on your own. Such malignancy is set in, or we can call it the psychosomatic, many diseases come in. These diseases can be cured, and they have been cured also. When the Kundalini rises, she passes through all these centers, strews them just like a thread strews the pearls, and nourishes them. And then she passes through the seventh chakra and pierces through the fontanelle bone area, where you feel the cool breeze coming out of your head. You yourself feel the cool breeze all around. This cool breeze now gives you all the information that you want, because you know the absolute truth. You can ask, is there God? You start feeling more cool breeze. You can ask about somebody who is a cheat and is come here to teach us about, say, God. Immediately you might feel heat, or maybe little blister also, just as a barometer. You might feel that person who is cheating you clearly on your fingertips. Then gradually as you grow, you can feel it within yourself as soon as you see the person, what sort of person is this. So within us lies our divinity. Within us we are divine people. We are great and gracious. Not only that, but we are really majestically divine. And we have to touch that divinity within us. Once we touch that divinity within us, we'll be amazed to know how great you are and what is in for you in future. The first thing, as I told you, happens to you that you know the truth. Everybody who is a Sahaja Yogi knows the truth, and There is no quarrel between them, no question. We meet annually in a place called Ganpatipure in India. There are 500 to 600 people, and this time we had people representing 56 nations. Can you imagine? All races, all types of people, and such love, such enjoyment of friendship, such purity among themselves. That is really, when you see that, you'll think these are angels or what has happened to them? Are they human beings? Such respect for nature, such respect for everyone, and such understanding of the value of human life. All this happens to you because you have become the spirit.
Let's close our eyes and bring our right hand to our center heart. Move our right hand to our left heart, actual heart. Let's just say within ourselves and feel the response, pardon me, the response to these words, which are the truth about us. Mother Energy, I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am not these thoughts. I am not these emotions. But I am the pure spirit. All right. Let's bring our two hands again in front of our center heart. Namaste. I greet my spirit. Let's keep that depth of feeling as we raise Kundalini again and take a bandhan before we go to the breakout rooms. So tonight being a workshop night, a Sunday night, we do have the breakout rooms, which we've already been, the tech team has already sorted us into. But first, we'll just go over our usual announcements rather quickly. So we are in session 4, Deepening the Silence. And these 21-day programs occur on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. This session running from July the 8th to Tuesday, August the 22nd. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have collective foot soak and meditation. End the day in the silence of your spirit is the name of it. And it's at the same time, 8:45 p.m. Eastern, so New York time. They are 30 minutes. It's a foot soak, so be ready with that. And it's also on the same Zoom link as the 21 Days program. So this Tuesday, the program is not about not reacting. When we don't react, we maintain our inner balance in a state of witnessing, and we allow the truth of a situation to emerge. So incredibly valuable state to enter into is not reacting. So, as said in the very beginning, we have program resources that starts with the website us.sahajayoga.org/January 2023. And there you'll find all the recorded sessions, the handouts, including the photographs of Shri Mataji, and so much more. So it's really worth your time to get into that a little bit. You can also join our community, our WhatsApp group community, and you'll find that link on the website. If we can just go back to that slide 1 second. Again, the previous slide. And also, you can request a mentor. So if you want to request a mentor, you can do it now in the chat. That's requesting to have assigned to you an experienced Sahaja Yoga meditation practitioner to talk with, answer questions, meditate with from time to time to help you on your journey. We all had that when we started, and it's an invaluable resource. So really encourage you to request a mentor. So thanks for that slide. And now is the time when we'll be sorted into our breakout rooms where we can meet in small groups with experienced Sahaja Yoga teachers. So if you stay on, you'll get that treat, which is, you can't replace that experience. And also meditating with a small group, whoever else is in the room with you, it's always the right person. Sometimes you learn techniques to clear out your subtle system, to go deeper into meditation. And in case you're on YouTube, you have to join the Zoom in order to be on the interactive workshops. So if you're on YouTube, slide over to the Zoom so that you can be in the workshops. So with that, let's just sit back, enjoy vibrations, keep our attention on that, on our spirit, until we're sorted into our breakout room.